Orasi ilmiah yang akan disampaikan oleh Yang Terhormat Dr. Wiwat Rojanapithayakorn dari Mahidol University dengan judul Health Promoting University.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us now to listen to the scientific oration from distinguished speaker Dr. Wiwat Rojanapithayakorn from Mahidol University, Thailand, with the title Health Promoting University. Dr. Wiwat Rojanapithayakorn is currently the Director of Center for Health Policy and Management, Faculty of Medicine, Ramatibodi Hospital, Mahidol University, Thailand, and he is also the Executive Director of Asian University Network Health Promotion, or AUNHPN. To Dr. Rojanapithayakorn, please.
Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi. Good morning. The Senior Chair, the Rector, the Dean, and Director General of the Research and Technology and Higher Education Department, Professors, distinguished hosts and guests. Thank you very much. I feel very honored to be here today. My heart still pumping very hard. Very excited. My name is Wiwat, so please call me Wiwat. I feel that people have some difficulty in pronouncing the family name, and this is tradition for a Chinese Thai. In Thailand, if you see people with long family name, you can say that those are Chinese Thai, because they cannot have shorter name. By law, the shorter name already been occupied. So when they register changing from Chinese to Thai, they have to submit 6 alternatives. And then in the past, it took very long time to get the answer. Said no, you have to resubmit. And then so shorter name is very difficult to get. So they use a longer name, and this one is the longest, one of the longest. And people make it long because people don't use it. When you call people, you always call by first name. That is the Thai tradition. I'm very impressed that the Director General sitting here still can speak Thai. We can communicate well in Thai, even better than in Indonesian. My topic today is Health Promoting University, and actually it fits very well with the theme of this 72 anniversary of the Faculty of Medicine. Actually, it's a little bit changed in terms of the theme, because the theme look at the campus, but university is more or less similar to campus, but it's a collection of the campus. I am requested to talk about the number 4. However, I have a feeling that probably we need to be in the same line, that why we have to do this, and why GADJAH MADA University have to pay attention on health promoting campus. By the term health promoting campus, mean that it's not to have healthy campus, but also promoting the concept of healthy to the society, which means that to contribute to the social development in terms of having healthy people, and I think that is a big role of higher education institutions in not only educating people to have a good career, but also to live long. Look at some country like Japan. The Japanese people live longest in the world, according to the wiki. And according to the United Nations, according to many, let's say, many ranking system, and now they live up to 83 years right now on average. But I'm from Thailand 73, and those in Sierra Leone, it's 50. So why it's so different? And so I asked a group of professors in Japan, what was your Ministry of Health do, or what did they do in promoting the long life of the people? And they said they did not do anything. But it Ministry of Education that educate people not just to graduate and have good job, but to stay long. But in Thailand, I'm from Thailand, Ministry of Education educate people to have good job, but die quickly. So then that's why we need to change the concept of teaching, of education, and by having a health promoting campus that exactly go to the what we call the good direction, the best direction of teaching institutions. Why we need to conduct or to perform or to promote health? I think because we have a lot of risk. That's one Director General of the World Health Organization named Dr. Mahler. When he became Director General, he developed a concept or a direction. And I think it was a global direction. Say, health for all by the year 2000. That was more than 20 years from when he started his job as the Director General. That's still 23 years to go to the year 2000. And when and then the whole world moved to that direction, but probably the movement was not so correct, because in the year 2000 people even much worse when compared to 1997. And now I think it's a good exercise or probably a good learning experience from us. Why we have to change our direction. And for your information, I think many of you know already, the Ottawa Charter is the outcome of the Health Promotion Conference at the global level or international conference. They issued 3 strategies: enable, mediate, and advocate. And having 5 strategic directions, which I'm not to repeat. But those already, the Ottawa Charter already issued 31 years already, but not much benefit that how having healthy people. Probably people can say that if no Ottawa Charter, maybe much worse that we can see. However, I'm not quite sure that that is a good description of the success of Ottawa Charter. We need some new direction, and the new direction probably can be originated from education, and I will going to go to that point very soon. There are so many risks right now in the world, and we have to address the risk in order to make people healthy. And this risk can come with so many, can have outcomes of such risk, come with a lot of problems like NCD, malignancy, environmental health problems, women and child health problems, reproductive health, mental health, aging population, terrorism, HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and emerging diseases like Ebola, MERS, SARS, and a lot of problems relating to migration. And to address this problem, people address by having good medical care. But that's not the correct way to address this problem. It has to be by disease prevention and health promotion. The CEO of Cochrane just presented some topics of study in Indonesia in the series of publication, and I think 80% of them not about health care. It's about health promotion. It's about disease prevention, which means that we are coming to the same direction already, but we need to do it more. According to the WHO, health promotion is the process of enabling people to increase control over and to improve their own health. So, health promotion, when we talk about health, people say that, okay, this is the Ministry of Health activity, this is their job. But already mentioned to you in my initial message that it's not Ministry of Health. It's our household, it's our family affairs, it's our education affairs. And health is just the end state, Ministry of Health. The current Minister of Health of Thailand, Dr. Piyasakorn, he was a former president of Mahidol University. When he presented in the public, he said that to look at accidents, traffic accident, Ministry of Health very good in public accident response by serving people with accident, amputate hands and legs and still survive. But the real success of public of addressing accident is to stop accident, and that is the role of, not the role of Ministry of Health. And I just show one problem about teen pregnancy we are facing right now in many countries in Asia. And what is the role of Ministry of Health? Delivery, safe delivery of newborns, having healthy mother, healthy newborn, but that will not reduce teen pregnancy. But who can reduce teen pregnancy? Education, because the teens, those teenage people, are in the education system mostly because they are still lower than 80 years old, and they are in our system, in the higher education system. And so why we have to do it now? Because we have very high burden of NTD, and those burden can only be solved by health promotion. And now, right now, the whole world agree that we are going to do one thing together, not one thing, but to do many things in the same concept, in the concept of sustainable development goals, which is launched in September 2015 by the heads of all countries around the world joining together in one meeting room and say, we are going to make sure that within 15 years we will reach this SDG. But reaching SDG in health aspect, in the health sector, cannot be possible at all without health promotion. I'm going to show the SDGs. I think many of you already know about this. It's the agreement, a global agreement for all countries to try to be successful in reaching some set of goals, which have about 969 targets. And those targets scattered in 17 groups or 17 goals, from poverty, hunger, health, education, gender equality, water sanitation, and many. I circled the green one, which is actually the color of this compass, the good health. However, these are the 17 ones, and within the goal tree, there are many small goals together. For example, maternal mortality, newborns and child, and children under 5, HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, NCDs, mental health, substance abuse, injury, traffic accident, sexual reproductive health, UHC, universal health coverage, pollution, contamination, chemical unsafety, air, water pollution. And these 9 areas are the target area that all countries around the world are going to address within the next 15 years. Mean that we have no choice. We already admit, we have to accept. And if within 15 years, if we fail this, we will lose our face. We try, we have to do it, not to lose face, but to make sure that people are healthy in these areas. Solving these areas. And the last 4 is more or less like a process of reaching or achieving those 9 sub-area of the SDG 3. And look at this. This is all the arrows that I prepare. When I analyze clearly, how can country be successful in the control of those areas? Only prevention, only health promotion, not for treatment. Because by treatment alone, there will be no way to be successful. Very difficult. I cannot say no way, but almost no way to be successful. There are not only those listed in the SDG 3, but look at other SDGs. If we are clever enough, we are not going to deal with those 13 areas in the SDG 3 only. But we have to make sure that other sectors do their job well. What other sector mean? This one. Other sector mean they have to have money. They have to have good economic power to protect their health. They have to have food to eat so that they will have no any illness related to overeating or undereating. They have to have good education because they already proven, many people already proven that people with high education will have better health when compared to those with lower education. And there are many others that are affecting health. Now come to ASEAN countries, our 10 countries. Before the September 2015, when the whole world approving SDGs, 1 year before that, 10 ministers were having a meeting in Hanoi, in Vietnam, and they endorsed something they called regional health policies. And those policies, they group into 4 clusters. Lifestyle, this means that changing people behavior, and then this one means changing environment problems. The third one is improving health system, and the last one is linked with food safety. And we can see that 1 year later, the SDGs came. And those, very surprisingly, that all the ministers, the minister of ASEAN, they already prepared something, paving the way to the SDG. Because the 4 clusters have all the SDG almost included in the SDG. Those not include directly, almost always included indirectly, like antimicrobial resistance is in the SDG number 3.3, for example. Laboratory capacity is under the medical technology is a 3 point whatever, I think 3 point C, I think that, or 3 point C, yes, 3 point C, and then and other just to conclude that these are the lists that ministers of health wanted to do, and most of them are in line with the promise that the head of all countries around the world want to do in promoting global development. And then for NCDs alone, which is now the main killers of all countries around the world, it's the main killer right now. The United Nations organized what they call the United Nations Assembly in the year 2011 and agree on the global movement to reduce NCDs. And the target they set for 10 years mean that by 2034, all countries should have this level of control over these indicators. For example, to reduce 25% mortality from NCD. But this one they will not be successful at all without the achievement of the second row, which is to reduce people with hypertension by 25% in 10 years. Tobacco, 30%. Physical activity to promote physical activity by 10%. At least you don't have any increase in obesity or diabetes, to reduce salt by 30% and to reduce alcohol by 10%. I'm trying to do that. In Thailand, when I have food, I never add any salt, any fish salt, anything. So my tongue is very familiar to the unsalted food. But I have dinner yesterday in Indonesia, extremely salty. Because my tongue already adapt to the unsalty food. It may be ordinary for you, but for me it's very salty. And people said that our tongue can adjust, that if you reduce by 10% every year, your tongue will not sense that it's reducing. And but anyway, when you're familiar with that, and you have additional, when you go to your other families and you have ordinary food of other family, you may feel salty. But that's the target. We want to reduce salt intake by 30%. And this is very difficult to achieve. For example, let's look at smoking. What are we doing for anti-smoking campaign? We stop newcomer, we stop young people from smoking, and we expect that we will reduce 30%. No way. No way. Why? Look at my country as example. In Thailand, there are 10 million people smoking. And we expect that in 10 years, it will be 7 million, right? Because it's 30%. But these 10 million will be keep survive when they have sick, when they have whatever illness. We will treat them well to make sure that they don't die. You know what I mean? Heart disease, we change the heart pump. We do everything. If they have lung disease, we improve, we treat them. So the 10 million still there at the end of 10 years. The best way to achieve it to let them die. If 7 million, if 3 million die, we have 7 million. But in no way. So we have to make sure that those who are smoking quit smoking, stop smoking. We have to reduce at least 3 million people to stop smoking. And then if we have zero entry, no new smoker, then we achieve 30%. But if we have new, let's say young people, 1 million of them smoke in 10 years, then we have to stop smoking of the 4 million people who are smoking right now. Very difficult task. I know the first announcement when we came to this room that this is non-smoking campus. Probably we have to make it like this is non-smoking university, and this is non-smoking city, and this is non-smoking country. How can you do that? I don't know. But we have to do something to make sure that people will be healthy forever. And then the last two is to support the people who already have some behavior of risky behavior, and to find some way to support them to avoid, to stop, or to abstain from such behavior. In Thailand, the physical activities, you probably you don't know that every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. the Prime Minister of Thailand will have to perform exercise every day to lead the whole country to do the same. And because you have a leader of the country doing such thing, which means that it makes other people cannot stand still. They also have to do the same thing. And we will need, as a higher education institution, we will have to take lead of the society to do that. Next, okay. And I used to work for more than 10 years in the World Organization. They already have a lot of initiatives to promote health and to conduct what we call NCD prevention programs by having what we call healthy setting. Like in our case, healthy campus is like a setting, health promoting schools, health promoting hospital, health promoting workplace, blah, 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 blah. And then healthy population at all age group, and then healthy lifestyle. But this already done there, we are familiar with this, but we don't know what to do. We just only familiar, and we think that this is not our role, which is not true. Then I think we have to rethink about our role. I'm very glad to see the presentation of the Dean said that this is the one function, the number one function is to produce what we call change agent, the agents of change. And what we want to change society, we want to change so that they will be healthy, they will have good occupation, both good mean good profession and good health. Without these two, then you have good expert with short lives. We don't want that. We want to have them lead the society in their occupation and also become what we call health promoters, to promote health. And the Royal University, when even though the Dean already mentioned about some roles, I tried to analyze, and I found that generally there are 6 different roles of healthy university or health promoting university. Number 1 is to teach health promotion. When we say teaching, it's not only in the medical science faculties. All other faculties have to teach health also. Like Faculty of Engineering, we teach them to be a good engineer, but we have to teach them to live long. So probably some secondary course, some not elective, but probably the first year, for year 1, you may have to introduce some health promotion course into their curriculum so that it's compulsory for them to learn on how to improve their health. And not only them, also their family members. Health promotion services, you have hospitals, not only hospital, but have producing some research, some technologies to promote health, and etc. Probably one of the important areas of job for university. Producing health promotion service, implementing healthy university campus, building capacity of workforce to become change agent, to become health promoters, to conduct health promotion research, and to advocate for healthy public policy. As mentioned by our CEO of the Cochrane, you have good knowledge, but people never make use of it. Then it's not good. We have to make sure that we be able to mobilize the society to implement whatever have been found to be good public policies. That's one doctor, one young doctor in my faculty. He's expert in kidney disease, and every day he have to perform what you call hemodialysis, kidney dialysis, renal dialysis every day, and the number of cases keep on increasing. He feel that he feel that he may have to deal with this until he die, because the number of people with kidney disease increase. So one day he, after very heavy burden of job every day, he was thinking that probably a better idea to stop people from having kidney disease. So he request a small budget from one foundation in Thailand. It's called the Thai Health Promotion Foundation. This foundation established by tax money from cigarette and alcohol. 2% of the money that we buy cigarette, we buy alcohol, go to this foundation. And he developed a program to reduce salt and sodium consumption. And now, because of him, he have done a lot of things, which is very good for us to learn. That at the end, it become a national strategy for salt and sodium reduction. And there is a very high level committee for salt and sodium reduction program. And he have a book called National Strategies, which have 5 strategies, SALTS. S is some sort of surveillance, L is some sort of law or something, A is advocacy, T is technology, etc. So he have developed, as a young doctor, performing treatment of kidney disease. Now he also do the same thing, but he hope that with another effort that he invests his energy on pushing that, will probably in the near future will reduce the salt intake by 30% or more, and probably make people more healthy. And I studied a report from US, from USA, one from CDC is saying that if people reduce consumption of salt by 3 grams per day, then the country will save 10 to 24,000 million US dollar for the treatment and care of kidney disease. And that means that advocacy and health promoters work together. This young doctor is a health promoter, and he advocates and try to mobilize policymakers to come up to endorse this health as what we call soil reduction policy. Now come to AUN. In ASEAN, there is a small network of higher education institutions. They call it ASEAN University Network. And in Indonesia, you have 4 universities as members of this small network. In the deep report of the Dean, you see that there's a AUN, what we call the AUN work on some sort of quality assurance, AUN QA. Yes, it is a product of the AUN. And they limit the membership only to 30. So this 30, unless someone remove themselves or himself remove itself out of the system, then the new university can join. Otherwise, there's no way. This limit to 30 university, and then they have many activities under this network. And one is the health promotion network. This is just a list of some of them. AUNQA is not listed here, but there are about 14 of them. Yeah. And I'm responsible for health promotion network of the AUN to some degree, but it's under the University of Mahidol University. Actually, we got this assignment by bidding. There were 2 universities bidding for this one. The first university bidding was Indonesia, University of Gadjah Mada, and the second university was Mahidol. But luckily that when they have the rector meeting, the majority decided let Mahidol try it first, so it came to Mahidol. But the intention of Gadjah Mada is very clear, that this university also want to promote health in the university, a healthy university. That's the reason why, probably the reason why we have health promoting campus today. Okay, and this AUN is guided by a group of what we call the representatives from various universities. Of these 30 members, we select about 15 of them to become IAC. You can see a pretty professor here. This is Professor Yayi. Yeah. And there are 5 areas of work agreement that to promote healthy university, to conduct research in health promotion, capacity building to build health promoters, sharing experience, and target interventions by targeting various key factors like alcohol, smoking, food safety, healthy food and exercise, for example. Policy advocacy as a tool to if you think about 30 universities sitting together in one meeting room, and then in front of the media say that we will ban smoking in our university, we will reduce salt consumption, reduce sugar consumption. The voice, very strong voice, when it comes from 30 leading universities. That is like a joint advocacy method. And so one day we came up with a question that if one campus announce to the public that this is healthy university campus, what are the indicators to prove that it really is the healthy university campus? What are the ingredients of health promoting university? And to answer this question, we organized a meeting to set a standard of health promotion campus and to raise awareness, to promote the role of UN member universities in health promotion and to scale up health promotion activities in all universities, not only these 30, but all ASEAN universities. So we organized a meeting 2 years ago in Bangkok with the question, one question. What are the ingredients of healthy university? If we go to that university that claim that it's a health promoting university, what will we see? And that's the question. And it came out that we proposed this, it came out that there are three categories of health promoting university. And you have to fulfill all three in order to become health promoting university. And this have been developed into a document. And it was presented on July 18 last year in the AUN rector meeting in Nha Trang. And I learned that our rector was there during the meeting last year to endorse this. Here are the three areas. Mean that if we want to be healthy universities, we have to fulfill all these 22 areas, which is difficult. I know, difficult. But it's possible. Because if it's not possible, we will not agree on this one. This agreement came from representatives of AUN member universities. Number one, on the left side is a system and infrastructure. Very easy. The first one is easy. Just a document signed by the rectors or signed by the Senate that we will not allow people to smoke, we will blah, 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 blah. You know, on these right-hand areas will be listed in the policy. And then we have green environments. This university very green, but it have to be greener and greenness, clean and good sanitation, good system. We have health promotion services, counseling, advisory support, not only for students but also for staff. And if it's better, then for the public. Equal opportunities, disability friendly, health promotion curriculum and co-curriculum, not only in medical and health science faculties, but in all. Capacity building on health promotion, or what we call producing health promoters, training on whatever exercise. I saw one presentation this morning about this, a lot of activity, exercising, life-saving activities. Health promotion research, this is the way that we are doing through now. The Cochrane is the one mechanism on research promotion to have more papers, more articles published in international journals. That I think the health promotion research can be a good area of study. You know, university volunteerism, having some sort of aging population club or whatever to go out to support people in the society, and then have some money for performing health promotion activities. And on the right side, there are two groups. Group A, we don't want anything there in the university. We call zero tolerance area. We don't allow this, whoever in this campus to smoke. And we call it smoke-free university, smoke-free campus. We don't want to have people in the university consume alcohol, narcotic drugs, gambling, violence, sexual harassment, road safety violations, including helmet use. And these are 6 areas we don't want. And then there are 7 areas that we want to see more and more in university. Like health literacy, mean that we have a system like I'm very pleased to see education TV, promoting health literacy not only in a university campus itself, but also to the public, for the public. Mental well-being, people students, when they have to have examination, some people are very stressful. Some even commit suicide. And with the environment in the campus, we have to promote it in a way that people can stay without any mental problems. Social interaction like sport, club, like sport competition also can be one. And physical activities, active mobility, healthy diet, balanced nutrition, and these faculties, the name is also to some degree linked with this. The Faculty of Medicine, public health with link with nutrition, and also nursing. And safer sex behavior. We don't want them to have sex in university, but we promote the behavior in having, if they go out, to have the health, what we call the safer behavior with regard to sexual activities, and then work-life balance and healthy aging. This one is more or less like a healthy setting, healthy city concept of the university, that people stay together healthily, with different age groups joining together in the same setting. But these 22 areas are just what we call minimum list, because there may be many others, something like transportation services, like financial services, blah, 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 to serve people who already have some sort, like people who already smoke. Then the health promotion service may not apply to those who want to quit smoking, but it's a treatment. People try to differentiate between health promotion and healthcare, and healthcare is for treatment. So this book is now available. I'm sorry that I cannot carry it here, but you go to the website, you can see that I think already circulated. I'm very pleased that this university is very advanced, that they already prepared this. Even my university, I don't have it. I have just a few copies. So congratulations. And this document, for those who want to advocate, to circulate to other universities, here is the website. Actually, you can type AUN to the Google, and then this website come up. It's the Secretariat website of the AUN, and then at the bullet of documents, it's on the front list, in the top list of this website, and you can download and circulate. I think we should not limit health promotion activity to only 30 universities of the AUN. All universities have to do the same. And we are lucky in Thailand that we have some budget from the Thai Health Foundation, that we organize meeting, and one university, AUN member, organize meeting inviting 50 universities to do the same, to join to become health promoting university. Like last month, 15 of last month, Chulalongkorn University, who is the leading university in Thailand, invite 51 university dean and presidents to commit their willingness to promote health in their own settings. And that can be done anywhere in our regions. That like GADJAH can invite other university or university in Yogyakarta to do health promotion. And using, probably this can be a good handbook for like a starting point as a checklist. And the checklist can be looking at all 22 areas, but 22 areas are the contents, but the process is probably different. That probably to announce this is the content number 1, and then having a body, setting up a committee to monitor, to support, and to evaluate those thematic areas of targets on 22 areas. And the checklist can be anything listed there in the 22 areas. So like this one, these are all the checklists that I'm going to skip it and come to my last slide. That the roadmap for this one is for healthy university, for health promoting university, is to disseminate framework, this document wider. I already talked with the Bishop, one person responsible for this. They said they want to do this, but they failed. They were unable to do it. Now we already done this document like a guideline, and it can become, the WHO can adopt this as a global guideline for healthy university. And building health promotion capacities, we organize, we will regularly organize training on health promotion. Like last year in July, we have a health promotion research workshop open for all universities, for all member universities. And this year, probably in May, we are going to have a health promoters workshop, or we call leader in health promotion. And then M&E for the framework. We can conduct annual visits for knowledge sharing. We can have a conference. We are going to organize what we call health promotion university conference next year. Yeah. And conference will welcome all the best practices or worst practices to share. And lastly, probably we can set up a ranking of healthy university. Ranking means the top, the golden rank. You fulfill all 20, not 22, up to more than 15 areas. For example, you get the gold standard, gold ranking, and then bronze, and then silver or whatever. So, or you can rank from up 5-star, 4-star, 0-star of health promotion. And that can be one direction that we will move. And those who guide this policy of next movement is the what we call IAC, or International Advisory Committee, with also members. The community member is sitting here in this room to guide the direction of the AU and HPN. Thank you very much.
We would like to kindly request Dr. Wiwat to stay on the stage first. Sorry. And as a token of appreciation, the Dean of Faculty of Medicine, Public Health and Nursing, Universitas GADJAH MADA, will present a souvenir to Dr. Wiwat Rojanapithayakorn. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the scientific oration from Dr. Wiwat Rojanapithayakorn.